Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, so students, what is the lithosphere made up of? Just in
Ma'am,
one or two, you say
ma'am, rocks.
rocks.
Then
Yes. Okay, very good. Rocks, minerals. Okay, and what do you mean by rocks? What is rocks?
Solid minerals which is present on the surface of the earth.
Solid minerals. Very good, Shalini. A solid marker, geological material. Very good, Shalini. Okay, so students, my last question is, what we get when these rocks are weathered? What we get?
Soil.
ma'am, soil.
Soil. Very, very good. So today's topic is soil. So first, see the definition of soil. Okay.
Screen is not visible.
Screen is not visible. Now is it visible?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Okay. Okay. So students, see the definition of soil. Soil is the loose material on the surface of the earth, and it consists of mineral particles formed by the weathering of rocks, organic matter, and living organisms. Okay. Clear, students? Okay. Now
Yes,
let's
ma'am.
proceed to next part. Okay. So students, tell me, how is soil formed? Just in one line, one sentence. How is soil formed?
Weathering of rocks.
Weathering of rock. Very good, Shalini. Okay, so let's proceed. Okay, soil formation. So the continuous weathering of rocks leads to soil formation, and it is a mixture of fine powdered rocky material and decayed organic matter called humus. And also, students, the process of soil formation is very slow, and it takes thousands of years to get a 2 to 3 centimeter thick layer of soil. Okay, clear till here, students?
Yes, ma'am.
Soil formation. Okay,
Yes,
very good.
ma'am.
So students, now tell me, observe this picture very carefully and tell me, what do you observe in this picture?
Ma'am, different layers of soil.
Very good, Monica. Different layer of soil. And these different layer of soil is known as soil profile. We will see what is soil profile in detail. Okay. So soil profile. Soil develops horizontal layer. Okay. And a view of as I told, a view of different layer of soil is known as soil profile. And also, students, pay attention. This is a very important point. And there are four distinct layer of soil. Four called horizons. Okay. And they are known as A, B, C, and R from the top to bottom. From top to bottom, they are known as A, B, C, and R. We will study in detail. So let's understand the horizons. Okay, so students, the very fine particle of rock such as clay, silt, and sand form the upper layer. Form the which layer? Form the upper layer of soil called the topsoil. That is A. As I told, A, B, C, R form the top to bottom. So the fine particle of rocks such as clay, silt, and sand form the upper layer of soil called the topsoil. So students, tell me the layer which lies below the topsoil. You can try
Ma'am,
the layer which, yes, say Monica.
ma'am, B horizon is
B.
below.
Okay. Okay. Very good. So B horizon. Let's see. So here is this picture horizon as as we have discussed A, B, C, and R. So as we have discussed now topsoil, and below that topsoil there is B, that is known as subsoil. So student, below the topsoil is subsoil, and when the rainwater collects in this layer, it is made up of weathered rock, silt, clay, and some nutrients. Clear? A and B, topsoil and subsoil?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now coming to C, that is substratum. So substratum lies below the subsoil, and it is a layer that lies between the subsoil and the parent bedrock. Bedrock, the last layer. Okay, and it consists of weathered rocks. Clear? Okay, so
Yes.
student, the last one is R, that is bedrock. So bedrock is the last layer at the bottom. We have started from the top, that is surface, subsoil, substratum, and now bedrock. And it is a solid layer of unweathered rocks. Clear the horizons? Any problem till here?
No, ma'am.
No.
Any layer? Okay,
No, ma'am.
students. So let answer. Okay, so answer this question. In which process the earthen material are worn away and transported by natural forces?
Soil erosion.
Okay, very good, Shalini. So that is soil erosion. Let's study in detail. Soil, and this is the picture, and this is how soil erosion looks like. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So soil erosion, the removal of topsoil. Okay, by running water and wind is known as soil erosion. Is it? Are you able to see this picture? How it's
Yes,
eroded?
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
And why? And students, it drastically reduces the fertility of soil. And this is because of mineral nutrients are present in the topsoil. And also soil erosion is caused by both the factor of physical factor and human factor. So students, please tell me at least any one physical factor and human factor that are responsible for soil erosion. Any one
Ma'am,
physical or human factor?
deforestation.
Okay, so
Ma'am,
deforestation is human
deforestation.
factor or physical factor?
Ma'am,
Runoff.
I guess
Comes,
human factor.
very good, Monica. Deforestation come under human factor and physical factor. Anyone?
Runoff.
Ma'am, running water.
Very good. Running
After
water or
floods.
heavy floods. Very good, Shalini. Rainfall, flooding, heavy winds are the some cause or some factor that are responsible for soil erosion. Okay. So now, okay. So students, what should be done to prevent this soil erosion? What we can do to prevent
Ma'am,
this soil
Planting
erosion?
more
reforestation.
trees.
And
Afforestation.
plant more trees.
Okay, plant more trees. Very good. Very good. And please, anyone else? Right? Planting more trees. Very good. And how we can conserve, and which term is known as, when we conserve, that term is known as
Conservation.
Conservation.
very good. So soil conservation. Okay, let's see soil conservation. So students, soil conservation, it must be conserved because everything is derived from its soil. Okay, and also the primary food products and are obtained directly from the soil, and where also secondary food products are also obtained from the soil but indirectly. So students, can please tell me any one or two example of primary food products? Primary food products, any example, any one or two. Try.
Primary food products are those which are basically obtained from agriculture, like rice or wheat.
Rice, pulses, very good. So these are few examples of primary food products, okay? And secondary food product that we get from indirectly from the soil. So what can be the example of secondary food products? Any one or two examples?
Ma'am, milk.
Okay, milk. Very good. Okay, so meat, milk, etc. Very good, Shalini and Monica. Okay, and the protection of soil from the harmful effects of erosion is called soil conservation. Clear, students? The protection of soil harmful effects. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, very good. So soil conservation practices are very important. Let's see through a video.
Welcome to Science for Kids series. In the series, we will learn about soil conservation. What is soil conservation? Protection of soil from erosion is called soil conservation. Let's know the methods of soil conservation. By growing plants and trees, it helps to conserve the soil. And planting trees is known as afforestation. Second, different types of crops should be grown to increase the fertility of soil, as it helps to conserve the soil. By doing healthy farming, it helps to conserve the soil. That's enough for today's topic.
Okay, so students, just let's quickly discuss some method of soil conservation in detail. Okay, so methods of soil conservation. So first one is windbreaks. So windbreaks, what happens in windbreak, as the name suggests, this type of soil conservation method is used to reduce the power of wind so that wind cannot erode the soil and their destructive effect on the soil. Okay, and now the second one is terrace farming. Terrace farming is what? It involves a method of creating uniform leveling on the hill slopes called terrace farming. And by doing terrace farming, we can do soil conservation and we can protect soil from being eroded. Okay, so students, can anyone please try what is crop rotation? Please try to explain in 1 or 2 lines. Crop
Ma'am,
rotation.
time to time, different kinds of crops are planted so that, ma'am, if like pulses are planted, so nitrogen from the soil get like it gets emptied. So after that, another kind of plants are planted so that that nitrogen get restored in the soil. That crop rotation, that is like.
To maintain
Very
the
good.
fertility, we practice this crop
Maintain
rotation.
the fertility. Very good, Sonali and Sakshi. Okay, so what happened in crop rotation? Instead of planting the same crop year after year, what farmers do? Farmers practice crop rotation and they change the type of crops and they do the farming. Okay, in simple words. Now, strip cropping. Cropping, what happened under this type of agriculture practice, crops are cultivated in narrow strips which run parallel to one another. Okay. And so students, the last one is planting of trees. It's very easy. So please, anyone, please explain. Or just say 1 or 2 lines on planting of trees. Very easy.
Ma'am,
Ma'am,
trees are
Yes.
planted around the field to prevent this soil erosion because
to plant.
trees will spread its branches and firmly attach to the ground, and it will help the soil to be there in the position instead of eroding or running off because of water or winds.
Very good, Monica. Very good try. Very good. Okay. So that's all for today. Let's quickly recapitulate. Any problem, students, still here? Any problem? Any doubt you want to ask?
No, ma'am.
Okay. So what we have studied today, we have studied about soil, and we have started with the how soil is formed, and then moved to soil profile. Soil profile, the different layers of soil, and we have discussed each soil A, B, C, and R in detail. And we also moved to soil erosion, and we discussed the soil conservation and few methods of soil, how we can conserve soil. Okay, clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Student? Okay, very good.
Yes, ma'am.
So now I will ask you a question. Ready for the questions? Time for questions?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good. Okay. Okay. So student, my first question is, what is soil? Soil?
The topmost layer of the
Topmost
Earth's crust.
layer of the earth.
Okay, topmost layer of the earth or loose material on the surface of the earth. Very good, Sakshi. Okay, and my next question is, second question, what is soil profile?
Ma'am,
Very
different
easy.
layers of soil which are arranged horizontally is known as soil profile.
Yeah, very good, Monica. View of different layer of soil is known as soil profile. Okay. So students, please suggest some method to conserve the soil from being eroded. Few methods. 2 to 3.
Afforestation, strip farming, crop
Afforestation.
rotation.
Very good. Afforestation, crop rotation, strip farming, planting of trees. These are few methods by which we can conserve the soil from being eroded. Okay. Student, please quickly note down your homework, home assignment. Okay. So the name the 5 major types of soil and mention one crop grown in them. Is the homework clear to you all?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So thank you, students.